First time I heard about this, I kind of thought it was a joke. I thought it was maybe like an old April Fool's thing that I missed and then just recircled in the news. But no. The Right Stuff was a legitimate thing. But then it launched and nobody cared, okay? A right-wing dating app has flopped after it failed to attract women. Yeah, because here's the thing. The default position for women, it's just... liberal ideology, okay? Once women go to college, okay, they'll just come out with the default Democrat stance, and depending on the strength of the family, which is a little bit dubious at best in the current day, depending on the courses that they attend, you take a look at attendance rates. Most universities, it's 60% enrollment for females, and then graduation rates are 70 to 75% female. Also, when it comes to bachelor's degree and other higher education, higher than that, postdoctorate and doctorate degrees, that it's 3/4% women at this time, and that's supposed to be applauded, right? Yeah. What about the men? Oh, they're just out there, okay? And that's another reason why they aren't on these dating apps, because you take a look at the people that are on the dating apps, they're just out there to fuck, okay? And then if you're putting a dating app out there for a real relationship, it's gonna flop, okay? And the market is so saturated because we could just run through the list of the ones that are even just popular, like Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, Seeking Arrangements. That's a sugar site, I mean, not quite close. But then you want to throw in another one on top of that, and another one. It's just obviously not going to work, and especially if it has a theme associated with it. And then, okay, also you throw another caveat on top where you got political affiliation, and the general consensus is that, right-wingers just are a lot more traditional in that sense. I would also say that right-wing men mostly do their approaches in public, face-to-face, as opposed to online. So this site was destined to fail. This app was going to flop. And it's funny because they have like a 45-year-old high-profiled Twitter user who just divorced or just left her long-term relationship, and now she's out on the market. Yeah, it really does suck to suck. She's just another fucking paid shell for the Democrat Party on Twitter, okay? If you don't know, good. Your life is better for it. Her profile pictures, you just got a ton of filters on it, so don't believe the hype when it comes to that stuff. So the new American dating app, co-founded by former Trump officials and catering solely to right-wing heterosexuals, is reportedly struggling to get off the ground. And with respect, lol, yeah, exactly. I don't know what Junkie is, I don't know what their affiliation is, but we can already glean from the first line that's right out there. They got a certain slant when it comes to this stuff. Questionably named The Right Stuff, the app officially launched on September 30th and is so far reportedly doing terrible. Some reports indicate, for example, that very few women have taken up the opportunity to connect with people who aren't offended by everything. Sad. Okay, cool. So is that statement sad that there aren't a lot of people that don't take offense to everything, or is it sad that there aren't a lot of people on the website? The text of your article is very ambiguous right there. I would expect better from a site with one-word name recognition. Women are definitely the target of conservative dating apps, advertising campaign, which all of them are, because again, they need churn marketing when it comes to this stuff. And if you just have a bunch of dudes in the room, you better supply a cracker, otherwise nobody's going to stick around. Which features a slew of actors doing their best to insist that being a Democrat is a red flag. Well, it is. It is. Okay. Unless, of course, you just want to smash and dash and never give your real name, then yeah, no, that would be fine. How they simply prefer men that are masculine and yearn for a man with an alpha vibe. No human being talks like that. They might say masculine, but saying alpha vibe, that's not real. Stop it. You're being fake. Sister of former White House press secretary Kayleigh McEnany, Ryan. Why did your parents name your guys just really terribly? Also appears in the advertisement for the app. Understandably, the ad recently went viral. Yeah, because guess what? People want to fuck. People want to hook up. People want to get into relationships. And the most prevalent way is for people to meet online. Well, the most frequent way that people meet is online now, okay, for clarification's sake. But it's not through dating apps, actually. It's through Instagram. And that totally makes sense when you really think about it and you take a look at the numbers. Because what is Instagram if not just a gigantic dating profile? It outlines your lifestyle, what you're into, all of that stuff, and provides proof outside of just a little sentence that's down there saying everything that you're all about. It provides proof of concept, and then you can engage with DMs after that. But if you're just swiping right and left, as somebody who would be deemed more conservative-minded, I've never been on a dating app, never been on a dating profile. Seriously, I've just seen, the quality of the women that are in the area, and it's like, this is kind of retarded, and they just got the fuck off there. Mostly because I find that shit hilarious. And all the women that I know, I meet in public. I cold approach because that's just far less common in today's day and age. So if you do something that's unique, that's again just that easy to do. Something else that I always say, it's so much easier now than it has been in any point in time in history to be better than the average man that's out there, because you just take a look. The average man is 5'9". I understand you can't do anything about your height, okay? If you're below 5'9", if you're below average height, you're fucked. There's no two ways about it. Also, the average man is obese, or at least overweight, packing around an additional 40 pounds. The average man, is a terrible conversationalist, horrible listener, and then is just a generally boring person. So if you just are a little bit better than any of those things, and you have the confidence to cold approach, boy, guess what? Your chances for success just go right through the fucking roof. And that's what most conservative guys are doing out there, because you associate conservative values with somebody who is assertive, somebody who is dominant, somebody who is masculine. And you want to put that whole umbrella term of alpha vibe underneath that? That's for you to decide. But those type of people, they aren't cooped up at home, okay, running through dating apps, unless, of course, they're out there sourcing girls. But they don't need a specific area. They don't need a safe space for dating. It's a decent idea, but when you try to put it out in practice, you had to know it was going to flop, right? Because no woman just, unless they're looking for attention that's out there, maybe they're just trying to cope after years of, running through dick and then just deciding, oh fuck, nothing else is working, so I'm just going to go back to my natural hair color, where I'll try to cover up all the gray hairs that you've accumulated over those years, throw on your sundress and your big floppy hat and say, I'm conservative now, make America great again, everyone, and then just try to source through your DMs that way. While posting thirst traps of going to the gym, make sure to just support my new sponsor. Nobody fucking cares. We can all see through that type of stuff. So no, dating apps have been on the decline thanks to the oversaturation on the market. So why would you think throwing another one on top of that is going to work? Let's go through a little bit more of this because it's kind of funny. What we're doing has not really been done before. App co-founder and Trump White House advisor Daniel Huff told The Hill. I've never heard of this guy, but okay. And with respect to Daniel, maybe there's a reason for that. I gave you one, a legitimate one, but you just want to take pot shots. Author from Junkie. It's an important underserved market. Liberals own education, media corporations. God, I hate when trad cucks just want to talk about stuff that they only have a cursory amount of knowledge on. And again, just trying to continue to push, just get married, okay? Just make sure that you uphold the feminine-centric social order. You just go out there and become a better man so you can be better for women. Ugh. And we can't let them control our personal relationships. Where's the throw-in for socialism or for communism? And we're just going to stand up for truth, freedom, and the American way. You heard it here first, folks. Progressives are trying to take control, trying to control American conservative relationships. That's not what he's saying, though. He said that it was in underserved markets and that liberals run the institutions. No lies detected, but again, whatever. Conservative relationships, and it's disgusting. Well, if you take a look at progressive relationships, it mostly involves multiple men and some less than attractive, overweight, Lizzo-like figure. I would say that's disgusting, but tomato. Go with whatever you like. American conservatives, on the other hand, have literally never butted into anyone's personal lives ever. Oh my God, Roe v. Wade, something like that. The app is backed by billionaire tech investor Peter Thiel, who wrote the app's founder a $1.5 million check. But Peter Thiel is pretty gay, so I don't know. Don't want to include that now, do you? That might fuck everything up for you. But you know what? There actually are users on this site, okay? And that's why I wanted to bring all this stuff up and give you a little bit of background on that. Thanks, Junkie and Renee Gupta. Let's see this bitch. Let's check this hoe out for a second. Watch it be a dude. Rena Gupta. There's her author page on Junkie. All right, then. Right-wing dating app users on the right stuff contacted by the FBI. Yeah, exactly. Because, of course, instead of doing actual decent work, the fucking feds are just trying to see dick pics. Whatever. Users of the right-wing dating app founded by former Trump staffers. I thought it was an advisor, like somebody who was literally 1 second away from Trump at all times. Okay, anyways. Have reported that they're receiving calls from the FBI after answering one particular question on their dating profiles. So, what was your role in January 6th, fellow conservative relationship seeker? The app in question, The Right Stuff, has already been dubbed a failure after next to no women signed up. And the app's invite-only system made it almost impossible to join. Junkie, you guys forgot that. You needed an invite in order to join the system? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's like a VIP club, but you don't have any alcohol, okay? Or you only serve vodka, you don't have any whiskey or rum or anything like that. No tequila shots here, we're just purely a vodka bar. Okay. But now, a third complaint is emerging from users, okay, that answer... Oh my, I didn't even know about that, but it's... that answering a profile prompt question they asked January 6th was, why would you, why would that be on there? Wouldn't that be a red flag for, like, you should be sourcing red flags, okay? Even if you're going on dating apps, but wouldn't that be one that's right on there? Like, why are you asking me that? Okay, shouldn't you just already presuppose that, yeah, you have right-leaning predilections, okay? Or maybe you're just trying to take an apolitical approach to dating, which is a fool's errand to begin with, because even if you go on other platforms, like you just take a look at a bunch of dating profiles on Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, all of that type of stuff, and they say that, oh, if you talk about making America great again, okay, if you're a conservative, you can just go ahead and swipe not right. What is the other way? Just swipe off my profile. There we go, clean it up. Or that if you don't support abortion, you can't come in and raw dog me, like whatever. Which is funny because again, you don't have to discuss politics with anybody at a date, and that you can just, you know what, hey, smash and dash, and then just put on your red baseball cap as you're fucking leaving the place, and I don't know, risk catching a fucking case just for a good joke. It's a risk worth taking. Let's see. The date in question is the same day, January... Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we know about January 6th, okay? Because Democrats won't let us forget about it. Quick scroll through the review. The App Store reveals several comments complaining of having a phone call from the FBI shortly after filling out the profile. What the fuck? That's hilarious. App asks about January 6th. I said I was there because I am a patriot. I get a call from the FBI agent the same day. Yeah, no, exactly. Seriously, what stunt do they try to pull? Whoever developed this has to be a deep state setting us up. Yeah, exactly. And you wonder why conservatives on the internet say that everything is a fucking false flag deep state ploy. You're not doing yourselves any favors out there, FBI. Another road, I answered the question about January 6th honestly, and the next day I had 2 police officers at my door telling me that they got a call alleging that I was involved in domestic terrorism. Okay. Or maybe they were Brittany, a 24-year-old, 5'9", something like that, girl who likes cowboy hats, horses, which is another red flag, by the way, and attending Trump rallies, fellow conservative. Like, honestly, oh my god, if you're gonna use dating apps, that's fine, okay? If you're using them to source and then meet in person, whatever, run your fucking game. Otherwise, I'm always just gonna stump for cold approaches. But that's just me. And if you keep up on your core 4, if you make money, make muscles, learn game, and hold frame, whatever plate you're spinning is going to end up adopting your attributes, okay? So if she's a apolitical, default Democrat, whatever she lies on, okay, the political spectrum, but don't be dating any of those rabid feminists, because again, you're just liable to catch a case, and that would just be stupid to set yourself up for that type of failure. You'll just end up adopting your political positions because you hold the frame in the relationship, and that's the way that it goes. So yeah, just work on your confidence, work on your approach skills, max out your strengths, minimize your weaknesses, and the success in those areas will translate to women being a byproduct of your successes. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.